Hi, this is Megan Bass-Petty, and this is a 20-minute bedtime yoga class for restful sleep and to ease the stress of a busy day. You can do this practice anytime, not just at bedtime. And it's helpful if you have a pillow and a blanket. You can do this practice on a mat or just seated on the floor next to your bed. If it's comfortable for you to come to a seated position, you can go ahead and do so, sitting up on a pillow or the folded blanket if that's more comfortable for you. You can also just sit in a comfortable chair. And we'll start just by closing the eyes or softening the gaze down towards the floor, taking a roll of the shoulders up to the ears, and then softening them back down. One more time, lifting them up and softening them down. Just letting your hands rest wherever they fall on your legs or in your lap. If you'd like, you can bring your left hand inside of your right hand, resting the backs of your hands together in your lap. It's just starting to notice your breath. Do you feel the air moving in the belly or in the upper part of the chest? How does the sensation of air feel moving in and out of your nose? Can you find any more softness in your shoulders, in your jaw? Feeling yourself sitting on your seat bones. Slowly filling up your abdomen like a balloon on the inhale and letting it relax back down on the exhale. Slow, steady breath in. Slow, steady breath out. Just bringing your hands down by your sides now. You can keep your eyes closed or open them, starting just to roll your ear over to one shoulder, and chin comes down through the center and over to the other shoulder. Just moving slowly a few times back and forth. And bringing the head to the center and lifting it back up. And dropping your left ear over to your left shoulder, maybe adding the weight of your left hand to your right ear. And turning your chin down towards your shoulder if that feels better for your neck. Not pulling down your head, just letting your hand rest. And then use your hand to help your head back up to center. And then dropping your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Maybe adding the weight of your right hand onto your left ear and turning your chin down towards your shoulder. Breathing softly, letting the neck gently stretch without pulling. And then slide your hand over your head, help your head back to center, and release your arm down by your sides. And bringing your fingertips to the back of your skull, open your heart, press your elbows gently back, lift the chin if that's okay in the neck, and release the arms down. Just start taking some circles with your torso. These can be really small circles or larger circles if that feels okay in your back and in your hips. Just letting your head fall down as you come around, and then reverse your circles going the other way. And then coming back to the center, starting to crawl your hands forward any amount. So if you're seated in a chair, you can just slide your hands forward on your legs. And if coming forward causes any pain in your low back, just stay lifted or just slightly shift forward with a long spine. Letting your head rest forward, maybe curling in slightly. And slowly start to walk yourself back up. Bringing your fingertips behind you, roll your shoulders down and back. Again, open the heart, open the chest, maybe lift the gaze. And relax back to the center. Bringing your hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach the hands up, interlace the fingers. Press your palms away from you, dropping your chin to your chest. Rounding through the upper back, lightly pulling the belly button in towards the spine. Stretching across the shoulder blades into the upper back. Inhale as you lift the arms up. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Exhale, gently twist to your left. Lifting up through the crown of your head. Keeping your chin in whatever position feels best for your neck. Just a gentle twist, so we're not trying to crank yourself around as far as you can go. And slowly lift the arms up as you come through the center. Exhale, twist gently to the other side. Again, soft, smooth breath. Inhale as you lift the arms up, and exhale, press the hands back down by your sides. And shifting back, bringing your legs out in front of you into more of a straddle position, so it may be more comfortable here to sit up on a pillow or a folded blanket. You can move the flesh away from your seat bones. And then just start to circle gently with the torso again. So again, this is not a really big movement. We're just getting some mobility into the back, into the hips, kind of letting go of the day. And then change the circle going the other way. And placing your left arm down on your leg. Inhale as you sweep the right arm up and over, maybe just keeping the hand on the hip and rolling the shoulder back if reaching the arm over doesn't feel good in your shoulder. And again, you can take any position with your chin that feels better for your neck, looking down or looking up under your arm. And slowly come back through the center. Inhale up and exhale over. Just a soft extension with the arm, or bringing the hand to the hip and rolling the shoulder down and back. Inhaling back through the center. Bringing your hands underneath your thighs, just help your legs back to the center. And start to straighten the legs out in front of you. So you can have a really deep bend in your knees here. If your hamstrings are tight, your low back is tight. If you're able to straighten your legs, you can do so. But we don't want to be reaching for the feet and pulling ourselves forward. This is just a soft fold over the legs. So let your belly come towards your thighs. Let your back soften. Again, check in with your face. Does it feel tense or tight? If so, try and soften your jaw. You can take little swaying movements side to side if that feels better for your back. And slowly walk yourself back up, bringing your legs behind you, coming into a tabletop position, so wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale as you reach out with the left arm, and exhale as you sweep your left arm behind your right, so you can bring your head down onto a pillow, a yoga block, or a folded blanket, or all the way down to the floor. Getting a stretch across the back of the shoulders, the upper back, and underneath the right arm. And start to slide your right hand back, press into the floor, and press back to tabletop. Lift the right arm up and sweep it underneath the left. Again, setting your head down on something a little higher if that feels better. And you can stretch your left arm forward or leave your hand right back by your face. Start to slide your left hand back, press into the floor, and come back to tabletop. Just take a few rolls here around in a circle as if you're tracing the inside of a jar with your torso, going one direction and then the other, just getting out any kinks that you feel in the body. Then bringing the knees wide, start to sink your hips back towards your heels into a child's pose. So again, you can place a pillow underneath your hips or a folded blanket. You can also place a folded blanket behind the backs of your knees. You can interlace your fingers or clasp your hands and rest your forehead on your hands a little bit higher. So any position that you can get relatively comfortable in. Taking a few slow, steady breaths. Remembering that child's pose as a pose of surrender. So we're letting go of all those things that have been weighing on our mind all day. And slowly start to come back up, shifting your legs around to the front. And then slowly lower all the way down onto your back. If you'd like, you can place a pillow or a folded blanket underneath your head to support your neck. And holding onto the back of your thighs or front of your shins, keeping the knees a little bit wide, slowly rock side to side. This side to side motion sends a signal to your nervous system that it's safe. Then bending your right knee in, just bring it around the right ribs. And you can keep your left knee bent and foot on the floor or straighten your left leg, gently extending through your heel. Again, maybe a little rock side to side with the right leg. And then release your foot down. Bring your left knee in, interlace your fingers in front of your shin or behind your thigh. You can always just hold onto your pants or use a belt or a yoga strap around your leg. And keep your right leg bent or extend it out long, pressing through your heel, gently rocking your left leg side to side. And then bending both knees, bring them back into your chest. Just draw some circles with your knees, holding lightly onto your knees or your shins or behind your thighs. And circle the other way. And setting both feet back down. Starting to tuck your pelvis under as you roll up your spine into a gentle bridge, keeping your neck soft, chin away from the chest. Slowly roll back down your spine, setting hips down last. And then if you have a wall or a chair, a bench or a bed next to you, start to shift around so you can place your feet either against the wall, or if you have a chair, you can keep your knees bent and your legs resting on the chair or your bed. If it feels comfortable to do so, you can straighten your legs all the way up the wall or up whatever is in front of you, the chair or the bench. I'm going to stay here for a little while in this legs up the wall position. So if this is uncomfortable for your low back, bring a pillow or a blanket underneath your low back behind your tailbone. Maybe rolling one shoulder under you and then the other. Again, softening your eyebrows, softening your jaw. Reversing the gravitational pull that's been pulling down on your legs and your feet all day today. You can always pause the video here and stay here for 5 to 10 minutes. It's a really great position to do before bed, very calming, very relaxing for the body. gently start to walk your feet back down, coming back around to lay flat on your back. And if you have your pillow or a blanket around you, go ahead and grab those. If you're going right to bed after this, you can go ahead and move up onto your bed. And then just take a big long stretch out through your fingers, through your toes, reaching your arms overhead, taking a few rolls of the wrists one way and then the other, a few circles of the ankles one way and then the other. Bringing your arms down by your sides, setting up for your final shavasana, your final rest. So this is a couple of variations here of what you can do with your blanket. You can fold it and lay it across your hips, and the weight of that can be very soothing and very grounding. Or you can roll it up and place it behind your knees and have your legs a little bit wider, about a yoga mat's distance apart, and that gives a little more support to the low back. Or you can completely cover yourself in the blanket. So whatever feels the most restful to you, the most safe. Gently rolling the shoulders underneath you, palms face up. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze. Softening the space between your eyes, the corners of your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth if it's there, slightly parting your teeth. Feeling how the floor underneath you is fully supporting your upper back, your middle back, your low back, your hips, your legs, your feet, your arms. Slow, steady, smooth breath. If any thoughts are intruding into your mind, just let them pass by as if they were leaves just fluttering by in a breeze. Feeling that you are safe and supported. Feeling you have nowhere else to go but here. Soft, slow inhale, soft, slow exhale. Having a quiet mind and a quiet body. If you're coming back up and not going right to sleep, go ahead and roll your wrists and ankles. Take a big long stretch. And then roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position, cradling your head in your arms. Knowing that any stress you had throughout your day, you can leave here now. There's nothing that you need to pick up and take with you that you don't wish to have. And when you're ready, gently press yourself all the way back up to seated, coming into a comfortable seated position to close your practice. Bringing palms to touch at heart center, closing your eyes or bowing your gaze to the mat or floor. Thanking yourself for this time you took to take care of you. Without taking care of yourself, you're not able to take care of anyone else around you. It is not selfish to take care of you. Having gratitude for your body and all that it does to take care of you every day. Touching your thumbs to your eyebrow center, honoring your inner wisdom. Thumbs to your mouth, reminding yourself to have peaceful speech. And thumbs to the heart, reminding you to have love in your heart. From my heart to yours, hope you have a restful sleep. Namaste.